Hello future CAs. What we are going to discuss now is how are we going to approach MCQs in the exam, which is going to come for 30 marks for you, correct? This is going to work for all the subjects, not just accounts or law. It's very important to plan this well because minimum out of 30 marks in MCQ for all subjects, you have to get minimum 20. I'm not saying 20 is what you should get. 20 plus is good. 24, 25, it's fine. Okay. Now, I have 3 approaches. I will never tell you this is the best approach or that's the worst approach. You pick what works for you. But I will also give my opinion as to what I will do if I am writing the exam. First option, some of you raise the hands for that. We will start off with MCQ. First to finish MCQ and proceed to the paper. The advantage in that I will tell you. If you start off with MCQ out of 30, maybe you won't know all 30. You will only know, let's say, 20 out of 30 you knew. So remaining 10, you will leave it in hanging. Proceed to the next set of questions. Whenever you have time, you will come back and solve. It will be there in the back of your mind. But the disadvantage in this method I will tell you, because you are starting off with this, students tend to spend a little more time here for the purpose of accuracy, which will affect your time in the later part of the time. Everybody who starts off with MCQ, have you ever written for 100 marks? Chances are little less. So the advantage of this is mind is fresh, you will go solve this. But the disadvantage is you end up spending more time. And the advantage, the ones you don't know, you can solve later. For example, you don't know AS3. Suddenly bulb will come in your head later. That's the answer. You will go fill it. The second option some students do is they take it in the last. Over here, this I don't recommend, guys, because generally in the last 30 to 45 minutes of our exam, we will all be in panic mode to finish. So in that panic mode, the scoring area itself is MCQ. In that panic, you may make some mistakes. And here, it's not about spending more time. You have only less time. Imagine you have 30 minutes for 30 MCQs. You know some MCQs, but you don't have time. Okay. So, I don't recommend this, but if you are following, it's totally okay. It's up to you guys. I will not say this is the best. Okay. Some people do it in the last because they want to finish all this amalgamation, consolidation first. It's your choice. First or last is not this discussion. I will tell you what is the best or what I will do. Okay. In the first 15 minutes of reading time, everybody will plan our paper, guys. What do you do after 15 minutes get over? Everybody immediately start writing. You will wait when that 15 minutes will get over, I'll start writing. But recently when I spoke to a student who got 92 in costing, I learned something. Okay. He said, sir, I don't start off immediately after 15 minutes. I will keep reading for 15 minutes. And if the time is not sufficient, even if it's another 5 to 10 minutes, he will still read, and in this time of 15 to 25 minutes, if needed, he will plan his paper fully. Meaning, he will even solve some MCQs. He will read the question so much in detail. Like for example, when you read an amalgamation question, you will know, first you have to solve PC, then I have to do this adjustment. Marking all the key adjustments, he will plan his entire 3 hours. Which question to write first? Which question to write second? Which question to write third? This is optional. If you want, take it. Otherwise, 15 minutes over, start writing. What I will do is the first question I take will be the best question I know in exam, not the MCQs. There will be some question which I know damn sure is the best. Not necessarily consolidation, not necessarily compulsory, or in law, or in audit. It's your choice. Take one 14 marks question where at least you will get 10 in that. Not a full 14 mark question. It could be, let's say for example, sir, 3A, 3B, 3C. It's a 5 mark question, 5 mark question, 4 mark question, sir. In this, I know the 4 mark question well, I know the 5 mark question very well. This middle 5 marks, I don't know that much, no problem. Start with this 5 mark question or this 4 mark question where you know you will get 4 out of 4, 5 out of 5. Are you getting it, guys? So the first impression of examiner is the best impression. So you will finish the first question. It's okay even if you take 30 minutes first for that, but already some 14 out of 14 you are confident, or if not 14, let's say 10 out of 14 you will get. Clear, guys? Then in the next 30 to 45 minutes after the first question is done, with that confidence of the first question, I will go to MCQ. So what happens in the first 60 minutes of my paper, including reading time, I am done with one 14 mark question where I can expect 10, which I know very well. Examiner also is impressed. Then I will go to MCQ. Worst case, I will get 20. I will get 20, guys. Worst case of 30. So in the first 60 minutes, including reading time, you have guaranteed yourself 30 marks. Are you following, guys? Correct? Then let's go to the next 60 minutes of our paper. This 60 minutes, and in this MCQ in the first 60 minutes, if you did not know any MCQ, it's okay. You can come back in the second hour or third hour and solve it, correct? But you should keep a cutoff. Okay, 30 minutes MCQ over or 40 minutes MCQ over. Maximum time for MCQ is 40 to 45 minutes, not more than that. Then come back for next 1 hour. This is the time where you solve the challenging questions in your paper. For example, if it's accounts, sir, the consolidations, the amalgamations, the schedule 3s, or if it's costing, the big lengthy problems, marginal costing, standard costing, the ones where you need your mind, the challenging questions. So here, in the next 1 hour, because it's challenging questions, you may solve only maximum 2 questions, correct? Okay, so these 2 questions are 14 into 2, maybe the compulsory question I can do here. Okay, 14 into 2 is how much? 28 marks. In this 28 marks, let's say even if I get 10 to 15, okay, you will end up with close to 45 marks. I'm going in the worst case scenario, guys. Okay, if your paper is well, already I got good 30 marks in starting, sir. Here also it tallied for me. Another 20 marks, 50 came off. Then go to the last 60 minutes. Leave the challenging questions, because don't spend 45 minutes, 1 hour on a big question. Leave the challenging questions. Come back to the remaining questions. Totally how many you have to solve these questions, sir? 5. Here you finished 1. Here you finished 2. 3 over. Last 2 questions, the mediocre questions that you know well. Don't keep consolidation or amalgamation or big questions to the end. Here also, again in 28 marks, you can get another, how much, guys? 10 to 15 marks. Add another 15. That's it. 60 marks. Worst case, if some mistakes have happened, instead of 60, you will at least get 50 marks. Correct? Are you following, guys? That's it. That's what you need, no, for confidence. See, all you have to do in exam is be smart. When I say being smart, you have to, in these 3 hours, search to get those 50 marks smartly. Every time in the middle of the exam, you have to keep replanning where I can grab those marks, instead of getting stuck in one question for 1 hour. It's, remember, guys, I will end by saying one thing. Your 3 months, 6 months or 9 months of preparation, 1.5 days or the 5 days before accounts exam or 1.5 days before other exams, and for you to pass an exam, what is the most important thing? The 3 hours. In 3 hours, how do you impress the examiner in a good way? Not by giving you a Google Pay number, not by writing this is my Instagram ID. Impress him with writing correct answers in the first 1-2 hours. So what will happen in the first 1-2 hours? If you do well, your confidence also goes up. Otherwise, first 1-2 hours, if things don't go well, you will be broken. And if you are broken in the exam in the first 1-2 hours, come back in the last 1 hour to make it up. That's it. So it's not about first or last. It's best is to write MCQ in the middle, guys. Done? Okay.